Let me ask you this question. Have you ever been in a project team where people are pointing fingers at others, saying, I thought you had already handled this issue. I thought you were responsible for this role. Well, you are not in that situation alone. In today's video, we are going to walk through something that solves all these issues, that makes sure that there is alignment in your project team, that every member knows what they are supposed to be doing, and that is the RACI Matrix. By the end of this video, you will not just understand what the RACI Matrix is, but you're going to know how to create one, use it effectively in your project team, and know how to manage team so that you're safe from stress, you're safe from confusion, and your project goes smoothly. This is Figure Out PM, where we break down the messy world of project management into something you can actually use. My name is Valeri, and if you're figuring out things the way I am, then you're already ahead of the game. So stick with me, let's get deeper into the RACI Matrix. The R stands for responsible. These are the doers of your project. These are the people that make sure that the tasks are actually being performed, the project is going smoothly. These can be designers, content creators. They are just making sure that the work is being done. The A stands for accountable. These are the people who sign off. These are the people that are particularly assigned for a specific role. So you need to make sure that you don't assign more than 2 people, because when you do that, at the end of the day, nobody is accountable for that particular task. The C stands for consult. Who are we consulting? The people you are consulting are not involved in the task. They are not the ones doing the work. They are not the ones accountable for the work. They are there to give you advice. So when you reach out to them, they are going to look at your project, look at what you're embarking on, and give you possible solutions for you to go with your project. The I stands for inform. These are the most important people who are really interested in the project. They don't perform the tasks, they are not accountable for anything, but they are very interested, and you need to constantly give them updates about what you are up to, what you have accomplished, and what has been done already. So here is where people go and mess up. People confuse responsible and accountable. You don't need to have a mix-up when it comes to who is responsible and who is accountable. And people go ahead and consult so many people. When you consult so many people in your project, it delays. You have so many opinions that you don't know which one really fits. You need to have a particular person that you consult in the course of your project. So you need to make sure that you align all of these matrix stages and inform your stakeholders about the outcome. You have an understanding of what the RACI matrix is. What do you do next? You need to know how to create one. The first thing you need to do is outline all your tasks or your deliverables. The second thing is know the stakeholders that are available for your project. Then you categorize them using the RACI matrix. You know who is responsible, you know who is accountable, you know who you're consulting, and who needs constant update. That is the person you are informing. You don't need fancy softwares in order for you to create a RACI matrix. You can use a simple whiteboard, you can use a spreadsheet. I personally use Excel for me to create my RACI matrix so that I can clearly outline all the deliverables that I need to accomplish for my project. If you want to use tools, I recommend that you use ClickUp, you use Monday.com, you use Notion, you use Trello. These are easy tools that I use interchangeably in the course of your project. So here is the bottom line. When you use a RACI matrix, it prevents you from confusion. It eases your decision making in the course of your project. It avoids costly mistakes. So the next time you are kicking up a project, ask yourself, do we have a RACI matrix? If you don't have it, make sure you include one, because it is going to save you time, it is going to save energy, and it is going to cut down the cost of your project. And that is what is expected from every project manager. If anything I've shared with you today resonated, if it sparked a thought, a question, or even just a feeling, then do me a favor. hit that subscribe button. And my promise to you, alongside with my team, is simple: to consistently bring you real, honest, and valuable content that helps you figure out project management one conversation at a time. Thank you for being here.